Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
Investigative analysis on defending against meritless harassment litigation in civil actions. Plaintiffs sometimes misuse the legal system to harass defendants through meritless litigation in Supreme Court, civil court, and small claims court. These actions can be burdensome, time-consuming, and financially draining, especially for defendants who lack the resources to mount a robust defense. This analysis explores the nature of such meritless litigation, the best defenses and remedies available to defendants, and strategies for individuals who have limited financial means. Understanding meritless litigation and harassment. Definition of meritless litigation. Meritless litigation, also known as frivolous or vexatious litigation, refers to legal actions brought without a legitimate legal basis, often with the intent to harass or burden the defendant. These cases are characterized by the absence of substantial legal arguments or evidence. Harassment through litigation. Litigation as a tool of harassment involves filing multiple lawsuits to overwhelm the defendant, pursuing baseless claims to cause stress and financial strain, using the legal process to intimidate or retaliate against the defendant. Types of courts and their jurisdictions. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest trial court in New York State, handling a wide range of civil cases, including those involving significant amounts of money and complex legal issues. Civil Court. Civil court handles cases involving claims up to $50,000. It deals with a variety of civil matters, including landlord-tenant disputes, small business issues, and personal injury claims. Small Claims Court. Small Claims Court is a division of civil court designed to resolve minor disputes involving claims up to $10,000. It offers a more informal and faster process than other courts. Defenses and remedies for defendants. Best defenses against meritless litigation. Motion to dismiss. A motion to dismiss argues that the plaintiff's case should be thrown out due to lack of legal basis or failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Common grounds include lack of jurisdiction. The court does not have the authority to hear the case. Failure to state a claim. The complaint does not allege facts that constitute a legal claim. Statute of limitations. The lawsuit was filed after the legal deadline for bringing the claim. Summary judgment. A motion for summary judgment requests that the court decide the case without a trial, based on the argument that there are no genuine disputes of material fact, and the defendant is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. Counterclaims. Filing counterclaims against the plaintiff can turn the tables and assert that the plaintiff owes the defendant damages. This can include claims for abuse of process, misusing the legal system for an ulterior purpose. Malicious prosecution. Suing for damages caused by a previous, unsuccessful, and baseless lawsuit. Anti-SLAPP laws. Strategic lawsuits against public participation, SLAPP, are suits intended to silence criticism or opposition. Anti-SLAPP laws provide defendants with special protections, including early dismissal, expedited procedures to dismiss meritless cases, recovery of attorney's fees, allowing defendants to recover legal costs if they prevail, pro se representation. Defendants who cannot afford an attorney may represent themselves. While challenging, many courts provide resources and assistance for pro se litigants. Remedies and support for defendants. Sanctions. Courts can impose sanctions on plaintiffs for engaging in frivolous litigation. Sanctions can include fines, payment of the defendant's attorney's fees, and other penalties designed to deter abusive litigation practices. Protective orders. Defendants can request protective orders to limit the plaintiff's ability to file further lawsuits without court approval. These orders can help prevent repeated harassment through the legal system. Legal aid and pro bono services. For defendants with limited financial resources, seeking assistance from legal aid organizations and pro bono attorneys can provide essential support. These services often help with providing legal representation at no cost, offering advice and guidance on self-representation, assisting with filing motions and navigating court procedures, court resources and self-help centers. Many courts have self-help centers that provide resources and assistance to pro se litigants. These centers offer legal forms and templates, instructions on court procedures, workshops and legal clinics, case studies and examples. Case Study 1. Motion to dismiss. Background. Defendant faced a lawsuit in Supreme Court alleging breach of contract. The plaintiff's claims lacked specific factual allegations. Defense. The defendant filed a motion to dismiss, arguing that the complaint failed to state a claim upon which relief could be granted. Outcome. The court granted the motion, dismissing the case due to insufficient legal grounds presented by the plaintiff. Case Study 2. Anti-SLAPP defense background. Defendant was sued for defamation after criticizing a public figure. The lawsuit was deemed an attempt to silence the defendant's free speech. Defense. The defendant invoked New York's anti-SLAPP law, filing a motion for early dismissal and seeking attorney's fees. Outcome. The court dismissed the case and the defendant was awarded attorney's fees, highlighting the effectiveness of anti-SLAPP protections. Strategic considerations for defendants. Evaluating the merits of the case. Before responding to a lawsuit, defendants should carefully evaluate the merits of the case. Assess the complaint. Determine whether the complaint contains specific factual allegations and legal claims. Identify weaknesses. Look for procedural errors, lack of evidence, and other weaknesses in the plaintiff's case. Financial planning and resources. Defending against litigation can be costly, but strategic financial planning can help manage expenses. Budget for legal costs. Estimate potential legal costs and explore options for funding, such as payment plans or crowdfunding. Seek cost-effective legal services. Consider legal aid, pro bono services, and limited scope representation to reduce costs. Building a strong defense. A strong defense requires thorough preparation and documentation. Gather evidence. Collect all relevant documents, communications, and evidence to support your defense. Document harassment. Keep detailed records of any harassment or abusive behavior by the plaintiff. Prepare legal arguments. Develop clear and compelling legal arguments to present in court. Conclusion. Meritless litigation and harassment through the legal system pose significant challenges for defendants, particularly those with limited financial resources. However, various defenses and remedies are available to protect defendants' rights and mitigate the impact of such litigation. Understanding the legal tools, such as motions to dismiss, summary judgment, counterclaims, and anti-SLAPP protections, is crucial for mounting an effective defense. Additionally, seeking support from legal aid organizations, pro bono attorneys, and court self-help resources can provide essential assistance for navigating the legal process. Strategically evaluating the merits of the case, planning for legal costs, and building a robust defense. Defendants can effectively counter meritless litigation and protect themselves from legal harassment. Maintaining detailed documentation and utilizing available legal remedies can help ensure a fair and just resolution, preserving the integrity of the legal system and safeguarding defendants' rights.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, ask the lawyer. You have questions, we've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.